Think about that uncle in your neighborhood who wakes up in the morning, wears old slippers, goes out in a worn-out car and comes back at night. No show, off, no noise. Straight clothes, straight hair, straight life. But when his son got admitted to a foreign university, the entire fees were paid in cash. All at once, without a loan, without asking anyone. And on the other side, think about that guy who stands in front of a new car on Instagram every other day. Branded shoes, stylish sunglasses, restaurant trips. Looking at his profile, it seems like life is all set. But the truth is that the rent of his house has been stuck for the last 3 months. The credit card bill is turning into a mountain. He can't sleep at night. This is the real world. Here, what is visible is not always true. And what is true, it is rarely visible. Today I want to share with you a thought that is 500 years old but proves itself true word by word in today's India. This thought belonged to Niccolò Machiavelli, an Italian thinker, diplomat and philosopher who lived in Florence in the 15th, 16th century. He wrote a book called The Prince. In that book he wrote about how to build real power, how to protect it, and most importantly, how to make sure no one sees it. In the next few minutes I will give you 9 rules based on Machiavelli's thinking but completely practical in today's Indian context. This is not a motivational speech. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. These are the real strategies that work for becoming quietly wealthy. So listen carefully, because every rule can change your life. Rule 1, invisibility is your biggest weapon. Do one thing right now. Think genuinely about the 150, 200 contacts you have in your WhatsApp. Among them, how many will genuinely be happy when your life improves? Maybe 20, maybe 30. The other 100, 150 people? They secretly want you to stay where you are. I am not saying this to make you look bad. This is human nature. Jealousy, insecurity, these are natural things. That is why Machiavelli wrote 500 years ago that people judge not with their hands but with their eyes. Meaning most people do not see the real thing, they only see the outer show. So let them see what they want to see. Keep your real progress private. Ratan Tata, the boss of a company worth more than $100 billion. But look at the lifestyle. Simple car, straightforward home, no palace. Azim Premji, the founder of Wipro, owner of billions of rupees, used to travel in economy class. Narayan Murthy never showed off his wealth. These people understand that real power lies in concealment, not in show off. What is the practical step? If your salary increases, do not change your lifestyle for 6 months. If you get a promotion, do not buy a new car. If a bonus comes, do not show a Goa trip on social media. Every time you flex, you are creating 10 new enemies and inviting 5 new problems. Poor people buy attention. Rich people buy privacy. Rule 2, money should not be a sleeping soldier. The money sitting in a bank account is like an army that has been given no mission. It gets a little weaker every day. Inflation, that is, rising prices, silently eats 6 to 7% of your savings every year. Meaning if you did nothing, you are actually going backward, not forward. That is why remember a simple formula, 20, 20, 60. Save 20% of your income, invest 20%, and live on 60%. If you earn 30,000 a month then save 6,000, invest 6,000, and run the house on 18,000. It will feel difficult in the beginning but gradually it becomes a habit. Where to invest? The most straightforward and safe way is SIP, Systematic Investment Plan. Every month a fixed amount is automatically deducted from your account and goes into mutual funds. There is the Grow app, there is Zerodha, there is Paytm Money. You can start from anywhere. Scared of stocks? Put it in PPF, put it in recurring deposit. Do anything but do not keep it in a bank savings account where you get 3 to 4% and inflation is 7. Meaning you are actually losing money. In Machiavelli's era, the merchants of Florence used to send their ships across the Mediterranean for spices and goods. They knew half the ships could sink. Still they sent them. Because the ones that came back brought so much that all the losses were covered. That same concept applies to investments today. Diversify. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Do not keep money in one place. Rule 3, leave the digital tamasha. A straight question. Those people who post gym photos in the morning, post motivational quotes in the afternoon, do restaurant check-ins at night, are they really productive? In 80% of cases, no. Because genuinely busy people don't have time to make Instagram stories. I have seen this myself. There was a guy, looked perfect from the outside. Trips, cars, brands. Everyone thought he was a king. Then it came to light, 5 lakh credit card debt, personal loan 10 lakh, couldn't even pay the house rent. It was all a show. On the other side, there was a colleague of my father's. Never active on Facebook, no fancy photos, simple life. At the time of retirement it came to light, 2 flats on rent, so much in mutual funds that the education expenses of grandchildren could be covered. Nobody had any idea. The lesson is that if your income does not come from Instagram or YouTube, then posting every success is literally your loss. You invite jealousy. You invite imitation. Distant relatives wake up to ask for money. People with power maintain mystery. When people cannot measure your wealth, they cannot control you. So make your privacy your weapon. Rule 4. Do not make one river, make many streams. Machiavelli used to say that a smart man never depends on just one source. You should never tie your life to a single income. Not on one master, not on one job, not on one means of money. Dependency is a weakness that hides in the disguise of security. COVID showed this truth to everyone. The jobs of millions of people went overnight. Those who had only one income were broken. Those who had multiple sources survived. So what is the practical step? Think you are a software engineer. 50,000 salary. On weekends build websites for small businesses, 10,000 to 15,000 extra. Put coding tutorials on YouTube, slowly add money will start coming. Start SIP in stocks, dividends will come. There is land in the village, rent it out to someone. Before you know it 5-6 sources are formed. Jeff Bezos did not stop at books, he built AWS, built logistics, entered entertainment. Dhirubhai Ambani started with textiles, then petrochemicals, then telecom, then retail. Never stopped at one thing. The Medici family of Florence used to buy land along with banking, put money into art, build political connections. They spread so wide that no one could touch them. You can follow this same concept. Take one skill you can sell online. Start some local service. Consider it the foundation of your empire. One income is for living. Many incomes are for ruling. Rule 5. Make the law your wall. Machiavelli had written that a smart ruler builds forts but also knows when to hide them. In today's world, that fort is the legal structure. Most people in India do not need an LLC or trust in the beginning. But if you are starting even a small business, then get it registered the right way. You can start with proprietorship. As the business grows, make a partnership or private limited company. Why? Because if there is ever any legal dispute, your home, your car, and your savings remain separate, protected. Rich people do not keep everything in their own name. They build a system of ownership so complex that even their enemies cannot find the door. When you buy property, think about whose name to register it in. When you start a business, think about which legal structure to use. And the most important thing, until the plan is executed, do not tell anyone. Every time you talk about your plans, you invite interference. The person who builds quietly protects his advantage. Rule 6. Build the skill that no one can take away. Machiavelli used to say that the biggest strength is what no one can take from you. And that is skill, that is knowledge. Someone can steal your money. Your bank account can get hacked. Someone can make a claim on your property. But the skill that is in your mind, that is only yours, forever. Let me tell you something that very few people understand. In India, MBA degree holders often work for a 10th pass businessman. Why? Because that businessman had a rare skill, making deals, reading people, running a business, taking risks. The MBA holder had a certificate, not a skill. So the question is not what degree you have. The question is what skill you have that is rare in the market, which has high demand but low supply. Right now India's market is hungry for these skills: data analysis, digital marketing, video editing, graphic design, Python or JavaScript coding, content writing, SEO. Learn any one. You can earn lakhs sitting at home. But, learn quietly. Do not post learning this, doing that, on LinkedIn every day. When you are learning you are a beginner. People will judge, will demotivate. So stay silent. Watch YouTube tutorials at night. Practice on weekends. After 3-4 months when you become confident, show results, not talk. Warren Buffett still reads 5 to 6 hours a day because he knows knowledge also compounds, just like money. Rule 7. Choose companions who protect your silence. Every empire does not fall from external enemies. It falls from within. One loose tongue, one jealous friend who tells everyone your plans, one relative who tracks your every move, and years of work can disappear overnight. Machiavelli had given the same advice to princes: keep wise and silent people close. You need companions who share your thinking, who build rather than gossip, with whom you can plan openly. The practical advice is to shrink your circle until only those people remain who genuinely protect your ambition. Those 5 friends who only want to party, you will have to keep some distance from them. Those relatives who come every time asking for money, you will have to set boundaries with them. Because in this silent journey there is no room for everyone. And those who stay quiet, they walk deep, think clearly, and stay more wealthy. Rule 8. Before gaining control over money, gain control over yourself. This sounds philosophical, but it is the most practical rule. No matter how much money you earn, if there is no discipline inside you, no self-control, then everything will be wasted. History is full of stories of people who won the lottery, went viral, received big bonuses, and within a few years came back to zero. Machiavelli used to say that if you want to command others, then first learn to command yourself. So when salary comes, you will have to stop the temptation of online shopping. When a friend gets a new bike, you will have to ignore the pressure of comparison. When relatives taunt that you still haven't bought a house, you will have to not get affected by their words. These are small battles that have to be fought every day. Whoever wins these, wins the rest of the world too. And do one more thing, read at least one book every month. About finance, about investing, about business. There are free videos on YouTube, there are podcasts, there are blogs. There is no excuse. Decisions taken in haste are the most costly. Have patience, research, understand, then take a step. Rule 9, build the empire in a whisper. One day history will talk. The most powerful people often look completely ordinary. When you are standing in a queue or meeting someone, they should have no idea what you handle, where you invest, what plan is running. For the world, you are that simple person who goes to work, comes home, lives straight, but behind those closed doors, you are investing, learning, building and protecting. While everyone else is dancing for attention, those who make noise want applause. Those who stay silent create things that last for generations. When you give, give quietly. When you win, stay calm. When you grow, stay on the ground. Because the higher you go, the less the world should know. The real luxury is not the glamour outside. The real luxury is that silent freedom that exists behind closed doors, which no one can see, no one can measure, no one can take away. Build it, protect it, and do not let anyone see how deep it is. OUTRO, from these 9 rules, choose one today, just one, and implement it from today. Because nothing happens with knowledge, it happens with action. Do tell in the comments which rule among these 9 felt most powerful to you. Which rule are you going to follow from today? I genuinely want to know. And if you watch till here, you are already in the top 5%. Now only one more step remains. Build quietly.